So the gene key, do you guys know about the gene keys? The gene keys? So look up the gene keys, that's very cool. And the gene keys, it is a mixture of astrology, human design, and numerology. And you can actually go to I think it's genekeys.com, I'm not sure, but you can go to Gene Keys, put in your birthday. I don't even think you need to put in your time. And it gives you like a human design printout of you and what gates are active in your design. It's really cool. And then it'll tell you what those gates mean. Okay, so it's the I Ching with astrology. It's this human design. You've heard of human design, right? Human design, okay. So we're working, this week was Gene Key 22. So you could even have Gene Key 22 in your design. And it's free. It's the person that did it. He's brilliant. Richard Rudd, R-U-D-D, if you want to look up Richard Rudd. Okay, so I'm going to read you a little bit about this key, and then we'll get into the Kriya and the meditation. This gene key is about human suffering and the real divine feminine grace that heals it. It is Venus, and now she's retrograde, and it's time for us to review what needs healing. So we know retrograde, and then Mercury's going to come retrograde. And so it's all about review and reassessing and seeing what's there, what's blocking you, and then coming to terms with how we can work it better in our lives. So with Venus, it's love, sex, money, passion, romance, and creativity. Love, sex, money, passion, romance, creativity. So the just as a side note, it doesn't say that, but the Leo Aquarius axis is really going through that with love, money, your looks. Venus is your looks. Oh, this, yeah. Oh, this. Oh, I can't go out without makeup. Oh my God, I look fat in this outfit. Whatever that is, that's Venus retrograde. And it's really affecting that quadrant a lot. The second and the eighth houses, second and eight.
Okay. Is it expanded if your planet is Venus?
Is it expanded?
Well, I just mean greater. Like my planet's Venus. Does it affect me more?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Your ruling planet is Venus. Yeah, yeah. And I was telling people, like, don't do things like get plastic surgery or do any of this stuff that until after the 12th of April. She'll come out of retrograde and she'll go direct. And then she'll go back over all this time that you've had to review. Okay. So with the retrograde, it is the shadow of all of these. So it's the shadow of love, sex, money, passion, romance, creativity, which equals repression, denial, guilt, shame, rejection, and separation. And those are our 6 phases of what all humans go through anyway, in the shadow stuff, if you look at the shadow. And so those are what's known as the common wound patterns. Repression, denial, guilt, shame, rejection, and separation. So I'm not going to feel those feelings. La, 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 la. I'm going on my way. I'm not going to look at that. But then it comes up again. And then it comes up again. And no matter where you go, there you are. You're with yourself. Denial, you could pretend it didn't happen. Guilt, you can go into guilt and shame about what did happen, whatever the wound is, blaming yourself. And yeah, we all have a little bit to do with it, but it's not all your fault. It takes 2 to tango. I used to say that. It's all my fault. It was all me. I did it. I knew what I was doing. I did it. And then other people would go, yeah, but you were so young, and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, nope, I did it. I knew. I thought I was a grown-up. I was 11 years old. I knew it all. You know, that's what we tell ourselves. Okay, so shadow is dishonor. What does it mean to dishonor someone else or yourself? It is about accountability and responsibility and not blaming or moving into victim mode. So the opposite of that is it's all me, I did it, is, oh, woe is me, poor me, all of this always happens to me. Why does this always happen to me? Have you heard people say that? Why does this always happen to me? Yeah, You're like, I said. The victim, that's staying in that victim mode. Okay. So we're all moving out of that. Collectively, the planet is moving out of that as well. All right. So the idea is when it comes up is stay in the present moment with it. So we know from Eckhart Tolle and countless other masters, the power of now. And that's what it is. Instead of the distraction, I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to look at social media. That certainly make me feel better. You know, whatever you're going to do, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to watch the news. I'm going to go gardening. I'm going to, whatever it is to actually just stop and sit with it and sit. There's a power in the now. And then notice what comes up for you. So you can get very much into the busy work, right? The Virgo Pisces axis, the physical health, the spiritual health, the Virgos are going to go clean something. And the Pisces are going to go meditate. Meditate, you know, I talked about it. I just, it's really rough out there. I just think I'm going to meditate all day, which of course I said that would be great. I have a lot of planets in Pisces, but you can also use that as an escape as well. So it's really just sitting there with yourself and looking at it. There's some sort of, I haven't done it. There's this girl that does, I forget her name. She does the funniest memes. God, it'll come to me. And there's this mirror psychology. Have you heard and seen that? You sit naked in front of a mirror and look at yourself. I mean, you might start clothed, but anyway, it's all there. And you keep looking at yourself like a drishti, you know, like you look at a flame in a meditation, you keep looking at yourself and then you notice, what are you saying to yourself as you're looking in the mirror? Oh, my nose is so big. Wait. Okay. And it's all of the areas where you're not loving and accepting yourself. It'll just all come out. It's crazy. I have goosebumps, so clearly I have to do it. But I totally avoid, doing that because it brings up all this stuff where you're dishonoring yourself and not loving yourself. And we know 80% of the healing is loving and forgiving yourself. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't have got that practice when I was 22. I get it now. What is her name? I send you her stuff all the time. She's so funny. Sister Shanti. See? Yes. Sister Shanti. Look up Sister Shanti on Instagram. Her memes are hilarious. She sometimes offends people and it's like, it's a joke.